Well, decisions. Stay with us because our next guest says empowering girls helps build their self-esteem. But where do you start? We're going to have some tips on how to do that right after the break. And we're continuing our Bring Our Kids Home campaign today, and we're focusing on building young girls' self-esteem so they avoid risky behaviors like running away. Well, understanding and giving them a sense of self, that helps them to develop into healthy adults. It also helps them stay away from dangerous situations. And joining me now with some tips on how to do just that is author, business coach, and mother, Arlene Krantz. Welcome to Great Day, Washington, Arlene.
I'm so happy to be here. You know, from the time we are born as little girls, we're put into this huge bubble of being the perfect daughter, the perfect student, the perfect wife, the perfect mother, the perfect friend, and we're so busy being perfect for everybody else. Who are we?
Right.
And I didn't want that for my daughter because I was put in that position. And we don't want that for the girls, for the little girls that are growing up. Because the truth is, there is no such thing as perfect.
Right, right. So stop trying to chase perfect because it doesn't exist.
And one of the things I think to start out with is to give them love and attention and tell them you love them every day. And hug them and kiss them. And even the girls, it's not, a lot of kids like, I was not into hugging that much.
Right.
Touch me. Just touch them to know that they're connected to you.
Give a fist bump or something.
Exactly.
Right, Arlene? Come on now.
Rustle their hair, do something to say that you care about them. I know when I grew up, I don't remember one time my parents ever told me they loved me. And I don't remember getting hugs and kisses. And I'm sure there are lots of women that had that same experience that I did.
Absolutely. Arlene, I know you're from Philly.
Yeah.
Philly's a salt of the earth type of town.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, my dad, he's from Youngstown, Ohio. You don't walk around Youngstown, Ohio working in the steel mill telling girls, oh, I love you. You know, they were kind of raised to be tough, but then that carried over into parenthood. But the danger in that is if your girl or your son doesn't hear that, they will look for that love somewhere else, and that is where the danger comes in, right?
That's when they get into trouble, because then anybody that says, I love you, it's like, that's where they go to.
It's like candy. Yeah, it's like candy.
It is. It's like candy. That's a perfect analogy. It's like candy. And then they get into trouble because they pick the wrong people. And we don't want that for our daughters. You know, I told my daughters when they're grown up, you could be anything you want, any person you want to be. Go after your dreams. You could have a million boyfriends, husbands, girlfriends, whatever. It doesn't matter. But make something for yourself. And I was very proud of my daughters. One has a master's degree in endocrinology, and the other one has a doctorate in archaeology because they went after their dreams.
But you fostered that.
Yeah, I fostered that because I felt because I didn't get it. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a nurse, and I said to my mom, Mom, I want to be a nurse. She said, why bother? You're only going to get married and have kids. You know, so my dream was squashed. So I became a secretary, what I didn't want to do.
Right, and then you had to go and really, now you're a business coach. And
now I'm a grandmother, and I'm doing this business coaching, which I absolutely love. So I'm still on my journey to my dream.
And tell us some more things, because it's important. I remember I was dating my husband for a couple of years, and I bought a condo, and one of my friends said, why are you buying a condo? You're going to get married. Hello, it's a great investment. Hello. I mean, so girls grow up and become women, and then there are societal pressures to get married, or if you have high self-esteem, maybe people say, hey, I don't want to talk business with you. I just want to talk about your husband and your kids.
Well, guess what? It's our time, and we have to be out there and be strong. And men are not used to women being strong. Men are used to women being nice. When I went to get a loan for wash and dryer, because we didn't have a whole lot of money, and I needed to buy one. They wanted my husband's information. I said, no, I want this on me. I don't want his name in there. You know, and that's, you know, we have to stick up for ourselves and not let this happen. I went for a job one time, and the guy said, well, you have a couple kids. Who's going to watch them while you're working? And I looked at him and I said, excuse me?
Right.
Do you ask men the same question that you're asking me? So I've been fighting for women's rights all my life.
I love that.
Yeah,
and what you're saying is a confident woman with high self-esteem is one who is protected by standing in her own power from predators and people who want to chip away at that, right?
But the other thing is that we as mothers, we have to have self-esteem because they will mimic who we are. If we're drinking a lot, if we're smoking a lot, they're going to think that's okay, and they're going to resonate to relationships that do that same thing. And do you really want that for your daughter?
No.
You know, if you have low self-esteem and you don't feel good about yourself, you're not healthy, you don't take care of yourself, they're going to think that's okay. Do you want that for your daughter? You know, you want your daughter to be proud of who she is and to grow up with self-esteem and to feel good about herself and to know that the journey to their dream is never straight. There is no straight journey to get where you want to go. There's a detour here and there's a there, and you go up and down, but you continue going to your dream to go where you want to go. And it's another thing is to listen to our kids. Listen to our daughters, to what they're saying, and give them the time to listen to them. Because we're so busy with second jobs and cooking and cleaning and making sure the house is okay.
That's
and
the
we're not
love
giving
them and listen to them.
Oh, it's so important to listen
love this.
to them.
Thank you so much, Arlene. Such an inspiring message for a Wednesday, a hump day. Thank you so much for the business coaching and mentoring you do in our community.
Yes, thank you. It was a pleasure to be here.
And stay with us. Up next, we have an NFL star from the D.C. area.